All right, good morning. Buenos dias, compadres. Que pelo, que anda, que pasa, que tal? How are you guys doing this morning? I tried to get here just before the bell, but I was a little bit late to the party, so I'd actually been sitting down here doing some work. We're going to zoom right in and take a quick look at how pre-market is doing. I don't even think chat is working again for some freaking reason. So let's go straight to the charts. Uh, I guess first off today we got the America kit. It's probably one of my favorite kits. It means a lot to me. I got it in Mexico City at Estadio Azteca at a game there. It was a freaking boring ass game though. It's like a 0-0 tie between America and Tijuana. Anyhow, enough about football, right? All right, so we got pre-market high of $11.98 right now, currently sitting at 11.81, and I think we're starting to see that test of $12 again. Let's see if we can get it today. To start the morning, I always go off the second minute. First off, cheers. Gotta have the coffee. To start the day here, I like to go off the second minute to see how volume is moving to start today. The first minute in volume, I think, is pretty much just a recap of the after hours and pre-market. So currently sitting at about 168,000, so not much, but we're still moving. Getting close to that 200. See if we can pump up to a million in volume today. RSI looking pretty good for now. We did cross over the signal line on the MACD early this morning and trading pretty far above that. So let's take a look over at Fintel. Fintel hasn't actually updated anything, so at this point I would imagine it's, yeah. So still zero on Fintel. I'll just move that over real quick so you guys can see zero short shares available and no short borrow fee rate associated with that. Short volume ratio is down to 20%, but I guess if there's no short shares available, how are they going to short it? So we'll just move that right off. And currently sitting at about $11.90. We're going to see if we can make that move up today. Already in overbought territory here, according to the RSI. So we'll see. See if we get that push. We're going to try to test at 11.98 here very shortly. Current volume 340. Last minute 286. So volume looking fairly damn good this morning to start the day here. Not too bad. It's kind of what we need. We need to keep that volume up above 300 to 500,000. Currently sitting at 11.95 and steadily moving. Let's take a look at the flex grid. See how GME is doing. Hit a high of 198. Look at that. 11.98, 198. That's pretty freaking cool there. They are actually starting the day down a little bit. Currently sitting at 178 here for GME. We hit that $12 mark. We hit a high of $12.04 here on AMC. All right, so we tested it. We just got bumped back down. I'm gonna pull up the level 2 here, the active trader, see what's going on. Little sell walls, nothing crazy right now. Nothing crazy. Bought 3,000 shares here. 8,000 shares here at 12. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Currently still holding 500 positions long. Dollar cost average of $8.97 here. Welcome to the stream. You know, net profit about 1540 right now. So we didn't sell back when we were up 1700. We're not selling yet. Damn, we're getting that move right now. We're getting that nasty push up. All right, currently sitting at about a 12.11 here. So looking pretty damn fine this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Reddit page up and rolling this morning. That's kind of how we like to get the day going. Go over some DD. I got up a little early this morning and started kind of trying to scope out some DD this morning, and yeah, mostly about people on their floors and removing limit orders or sell orders, right? Pretty much what most of DD is. So we hit that high of 1220 here. What we're going to do here is going to take a look back here on the 184 hour, and let's kind of just see where we may find a level of resistance. I think I have it set here at 1229. We'll see if that holds up. It was a level of support right here. You guys can see it bounced off right here 2 times in 2 different days here, one during the day and one at pre-market for the next day. Other than that, I don't really see any strong levels of resistance we may run into. I mean, not until we get to about this 1245. So 1190, I think, was a very well, supposed to be a strong level, but you know, didn't happen. So according to the RSI on the 180, we're actually in overbought territory, but as you guys know, that can change very quickly. I mean, it can continue on for a while, for a whole day. So doesn't really matter too much there. I am anticipating a little bit of a pullback, but hopefully we stay above that level of support here at $12 that we've just found. So we'll see how solid that level is. We need to maintain that. If I look at the daily chart, let's go up a 180 daily. I will do that 1 year day chart here. According to the 1 year day chart, we're actually pretty good on the RSI, sitting at 61 in between the 30 and the 70 here. So never even reaching. We only reached overbought territory once after the squeeze here, and that was back when we ran up to about 12, 13 bucks right there. So looking pretty good. If you look at the 1 day chart here on the 1 year, you can see that we just got to cross over the signal line here on the MACD, and buyers have started to step in. You see more buying pressure now, so looking pretty good on the daily, down to 1185 right now. So we did not hold up that level at $12 of support. Big massive push down, but that's fine. Time to reset the RSI and get us trending back in the right direction. Going up to our positions at AMTX, down about 18 cents. Fubo up 42 cents. We're making that nice little move up 47 now. Rockets up 16 cents, down 2 cents in cents, down 21 cents on AT&T, and UPC's down 1 cent. Actually, AT&T. So AT&T, we've got 28.98. I think it's our average share price. This thing keeps dropping down. I may look to add more positions in AT&T. Think it's good, great value at the moment. But we are steadily just watching AMC. I don't know. I'm getting AT&T and AMC kind of mixed up a little bit in my head. So. All right, still rolling through the Reddit. Let's see if we got anything. I mean, mostly what I see is just people saying, "Oh, $20, $50, $100. This is not the squeeze." Pretty much saw some stuff about Jim Cramer's tweet. I'll just pull it up really quickly on the screen, in case you guys don't know. Jim Cramer tweeted this: "AMC and GME to the moon. Ryan Cohen can now put my plan into play. I'm your Huckleberry. I guess this guy's name is Dan. I don't know. Dan's the plan." Question mark. Is it to initiate some sort of bull trap to help your buddies out? You need to realize the retail investors that caught on to the hedge funds games are used to not having money all the time in the world, Jimmy. So I don't know what this is all about. I honestly don't know. Thought it was a little strange. May have to look a little bit deeper into that. And then most is just everybody ragging on Kramer here. So don't really know. So we got the pullback here. Starting to consolidate. See if we start getting a little bit of reversal and start making that push back up. But we've got all freaking day long. So everything else doing all right. So Fubo, we are in at 23.12. We're only down about $22 right now. 25 positions long. Looking pretty decent here. We're not too worried about that. We're just gonna let that thing play out till we get our 10% or so, and then we're gonna cash out there on Fubo. You know what? I do want to check out Harley Davidson. We pulled out a little early. You know what I mean? Hit a high yesterday of 48.84. This is on the intraday. So we sold out at 44.40 or 44.30. Can't remember our 43 positions here after holding them for about 2.5 years. Collecting those dividends. Only got about 8.98% profit out of it, plus all the dividends over 2.5 years. So, I'm okay with that. We did leave a little bit left on the table, about $160, which would have pretty much doubled our profit there. But it is what it is. That is fine. We wanted to put that money in AMC, and we did, and we're sure damn glad that we did, because we put like a whole 1,000 of that into AMC to get us up to that 500 positions long. And we still have another 1,000 dry powder setting in the brokerage here to do whatever we want with. So I'm cool with it. Welcome to the stream. Anybody who's new here, appreciate you guys viewing. Don't know why my chat is not working right now. it is being a little biatch. Don't really know what's happening here on the chat. So I don't even have it pulled up on screen. It's just been acting weird. Like when I go to put it on my OBS studio, it just lately has not been like accepting it. I don't know. Been very, very strange. It worked fine yesterday. Whatever. It's whatever. All right. So 397 of volume there, 418 there. Oh, what is this? 1.1 mil. So volume looking pretty damn good. Looks like we're starting to consolidate down here at this 1188 range here. So 1190 was an area that I had heard was a support level or resistance level. See if we kind of hold in that range here. I still expect us to trade within this channel regardless of what happens. However, with our short squeeze potential here, and yes, I think we are at the start of the squeeze, but I don't think anybody has started to cover yet. I think this is the start of the squeeze that these guys have no more shorts. They can't short it anymore, and pretty soon they're going to have to start covering. And when they do, it is going to drive the price freaking bananas. It's going to go straight up. Like, it's going to get crazy really, really quickly. Don't know when that's going to happen, though. I'm not sure when they're going to start covering these positions. So it looks like we consolidated about 1170 in that range for the pre-market. So I kind of look to maybe set back in that area, which isn't too bad. We kind of closed today about a little bit under 1150 yesterday. Where did we close at? 1150. So yeah, it was like right at 1150 when we closed. We did break above. Man, I got too many lines. We did break above this little level. We kind of consolidated through it in the rest of the after hours. Pre-market got a nice little push. Trinity did above it and then kind of came back down and bounced off of it and then got that little bump up to 1222. So we just tested that 22. So this can go down a little bit farther. We did not consolidate here, so we did step down. Anticipating somewhere in this region that we currently are is going to be our support level, potentially down here at this 1160 level, 1159. As you guys can see, it could even go just a couple cents lower, 58, maybe even bounce a little for a second. So if you guys are looking to buy up a couple shares here, this may be one of the last opportunities. Every day you're going to have some opportunities, and straight off the rip, when we get market open, sometimes you have these pullbacks where it is, it's pretty good. So you can wait it out and see if we drop below this 1160 and kind of trade a little bit lower, or if not, that's probably a good level of support down here. So we'll see if we maintain that level of support. But if you guys are looking to to get in, it's never too late to get in. You can always average down later, scale in, scale out, or scale in, take it all out. Active trader here, let's see, we got about 4,000 shares there, 2,000 shares there, 3,800 shares at 1180. So sell wall's not looking too large at the moment here. We are kind of resetting on the RSI, and we just need some buying power to step in, get this thing going. Get this thing pushing back up. We may have found our support here, but we won't know for a few moments. What you like to see is the pullback, some consolidation, and then signs of reversal before you make your entry point if you're looking to scalp this trade. However, I know that everyone here is not scalping. See, chat, working chat, no chat. Oh man, I honestly don't know what the hell's going on with the chat bar. Let's see if I can get it going now. There we go. See if that pops up. I'm going to go over to this screen really quickly and see if I can get chat rolling in here. For some reason, it just it doesn't show up. I have my pop out and the live chat is just not working properly. I don't know what the is going on? I'm gonna refresh it. Maybe. Maybe not. Unlock it. Lock it. View it. Not view it. Shit, I don't know. It's just very strange that it does not work. But it is what it is. We've had issues with this before, so looks like we're finding that consolidation down here at the bottom. Potentially still trading a little bit lower. We'll see. See what happens. It's fine with me. Reset the RSI and get this thing moving a little bit more. Here, let's move that over a little bit so you guys can see. Fucking shit. Yeah, not sure what's happening with the chat here. I don't know. I don't know how I got it to work yesterday. Anyhow, forget about that. Let's get back to looking for some DD here on the Reddit. So, Kramer's tweet pissed a lot of people off as always. Dude, Mavis making a run. Where's Mavis currently sitting at? We're just gonna check over here. I don't currently own any positions. Damn, hit a high of 31.14 in the pre-market, and now starting a huge sell-off here to start the day. So, yeah, just been oversold for a while here. Good little, you know, ROI here. Oh, shoot, that's kind of far. Let's go back down to here. About 64% there. Not freaking bad at all. Where's the 10-day? So, somewhere in here, why did I set these levels? I don't know why I set these levels. If this was my breakout box, and once we broke above it, it was going to start trading upwards, potentially. Maybe that's why I set these two levels here. I honestly don't even remember looking at this stock. I mean, potentially, looks like we traded in. Once we got that break above, good time to buy in. Anyhow, whatever. We don't own a position, so I'm not that worried about it. Currently, damn, down to 11.41. All right, well, nasty little push down. Found some support down here at 11.32. Don't know what the hell that means. And it's alright. Like I said, at this range, you could wait for it to drive down a little bit farther before you bought in. You know, just kind of see where it falls and where you get that reversal at, right? So that's always kind of a good thing. You gotta wait for a couple candles to close, showing sign of reversal, previous high. I mean, essentially, before we really see a reversal, we need to see a break above this 1160, 1170 mark. So, all right, back to the DD search here. Man, there's just so much crap in here. It's really hard to find anything. What I usually do is just pull it up, go over to the new tab, and just look for anything new in here. Pretty much this person is saying that there's already 10 million in volume. We'll hit 13 by noon at this rate. Don't fall for the trickery. Seriously, this could break out anytime. Level 2s are showing minimal resistance currently. That could change in 4 seconds. I like where we're going. AMC being on the dip. I am ready. 2 minutes ago. Yep, there's the dip. Just transferred to Fidelity. Charts are not updating well. I don't know, man. So I do TD Ameritrade, think or swim. Never any issues. Why 80 more shares are open? Let's change the world. Another ape joins the ranks. HODL together, rise together. Buy HODL. Apes that opened, yeah. So pretty much this was pretty damn much me this morning. First thing I do, it's like 5:40 in the morning. I get up, roll over. I'm looking at the phone to see where it's at, and I realize that the market's not even open yet, at least where I'm at. So I thought this was very interesting. I don't know if it's real, so I don't want to read it, but I'm going to anyway. So screw it. I just got off the phone with a TDM. This is actually from, let's see, posted by Mark9983. This is must be a Twitter post from John Deek. Whoever John Deek is, we may have to go look that person up. I don't know. Probably nobody. It says, just got off the phone with Ameritrade, as in TD Ameritrade. The representative straight up told me that everyone in the entire company has their eye on what's going on with AMC. And in 20 years, they have never seen anything like this. He also said, at this point, they do not know what is going to happen with the entire market because no company, Citadel, has ever created this many shorts. He says never. Short sales against a company before. He said this could be the violent trade, I would say the most violent trade in the history of the stock market. He also reassured me that when it happens, Ameritrade, as in TD Ameritrade, will 100% not restrict any of my accounts from selling. This is some crazy ass shit about to go down. This is going down in the history books. Well, I hope so. William Aston says AMC needs to break and cross 12 today. If we get to 1488 by end of week, 17 up next. All right, yeah, cool, man. I hope so. We've been in that 14 range before, but we definitely need to break that 1488 range. That was a big level of resistance for us in the past. So just seeing where we're at. Starting to make that reversal here. Now you see the reversal. This is what we talked about. We need to see that break above 1170 before we see signs of that reversal. Once we started to trade upwards here, boom, sign of reversal. Next step, probably back up here to this 1190 range. So we're going to watch it for a sec, see if we can get back up there. Could take us a little bit, but when you're on the way down, you kind of want to see that reversal where you start to close up a little bit higher than where you started to come down at. So big long candle down, so a long way to go back up. Took us like 4 minutes to get back up there, but we did. Now we're starting to get back up. So see if we can get back up and start testing that 1190 range. The way they put a sell order in and remove it before it gets caught, can it work in the opposite? A buying order, remove it. If this is stupid, let me know ASAP and I'll delete. See, 3 comments here. Yeah, you're effing stupid. No, I'm just kidding. Oh shit. Am I streaming again? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Typically, it will just execute at the ask because you are saying you will pay X amount, but not anymore. So if it's lower, it triggers the buy at the lower price for you. That's not really a question. I think it's called order spoofing, essentially stuffing orders they never intended to feel great. If there is a panic sell, not so great on a buy up, the sell is sent on, and essentially we are buying a good chunk of those, which is adding another layer to what they owe, since that's not calculated anywhere. No, that was a mouthful there. That's what she said. You have to remember that most of what Citadel and other hedge funds do are completely automated by algorithms. Not as simple as clicking buy or sell manually to the hedge fund. There are people that just come in and monitor that the algos are doing their jobs and answer phone calls if there's anything wrong with investors' money. Do not hit the sell button. Trey's next video during the launch when AMC sends us to the fucking Pluto. Let's show some love for... Yeah, okay. Shields are out in full force today. Somebody posted the 1220 in there. 1190, 1190. Where apes will hold. Moderator, don't care. Everyone, okay, that's freaking advertisements on Reddit. Come on, man. Was our chat shut down about 9:20 a.m.? The online chat shut down and is no longer on the subreddit. This is how we know the squeeze is here. Any updates? Oh no, let's read this. Easy boy, calm down a bit. Be patient and trust. I was just blocked from posting. Can you see me? Yeah. Might be the shills reporting me. Same thing is happening to me. It's immediately after I post a comment, I get the message that it's being deleted. That's the one. Something's up for sure. Yo, the chat is still live. I can't find it all of a sudden. It won't show my pipe down. Poltergeist. There's a new Poltergeist movie? Or is it the old one? I don't know what is going on. Apes just gone to the moon. Okay. Be really careful right now. Alright, I want to read this because this kind of comes back to the tweet we were talking about. I'll pull this up on screen just for a moment. This is written from Plumpy Plumpy Chupkins. Plumpy Chupkins. All right. I moved another 5K into place in order to get ready to buy the massive dip that is probably going to happen. I'm not selling. I'm buying more. The moment that Jim Cramer tweeted something positive about AMC, I realized that there is a giant bag of poop about to hit the fan, but it's a fake bag of poop. It's a distraction and maybe the biggest dip we have seen in a while. We might crest 1,000 and drop back to $5. Hold on, follow the DD, not the numbers. Do not sell. If you sell, no matter your life circumstance, you are just like the hedge funds. You would be cheating millions of people out of a better life. Man, shut the fuck up. People can sell if they want to. I'm just not like, for me, I don't know, man. These fucking stupid. I said this before. Oh, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this really quickly, and it's probably gonna turn some people away. There's only one person watching, so it doesn't matter. Appreciate the view, man. Whoever you are, or ma'am, or whatever you like to be called. Um, Let me just get rid of Jim Cramer's fucking ugly head. I get the comment a lot. People asking, what's the floor? Where's it at? You know, what's a good point to sell? The good point to sell is whatever makes you feel comfortable with the investment that you've put in. You got to do your own DD into your own life and figure out where that price point is to you. For me, I don't really have a number. I just kind of want to ride this thing out, see where it goes, and when I think it's done, then I'll sell. When this thing went up to 1488, I did not sell. It pulled way back down. I actually was up like $1,700. It pulled back down. I was in the red for a little bit, and now it's getting back up there. So I just held on. But I think that's for everybody to decide. So these people selling people like, oh, don't sell. Like, man, you don't know what this person has. Like, maybe they need that money for some reason. And I get like the more people buying and holding will drive the price up. But at the same time, we talked about this on the stream a lot, is that there are a lot of institutional investors holding a position in AMC, and they will sell when they hit their number. So that's a lot of shares going to be sold by institutional investors because they have to. They have a fiduciary responsibility to their clientele to sell at a certain point to get that ROI. His feelings are hurt, guys. Let's see what this is going on with Jim Cramer here.
I am done. I mean, I'm the guy who likes to respond to people.
I know, but you just can't.
No, but if there's 9 million people at this Wall Street bets decide that I hate Adam Aaron, okay, which I don't. I love him. I've known him pre went to Abington High, which is our rival, like from Springfield. If they all decide, David, that I have offered so many solutions for GameStop. I have offered the Bitcoin solutions. 5,000 of these stores should be turned into places to be able to buy crypto, even Dogecoin, and then take over the ends of the dark areas of the mall and open up giant gaming facilities, and the winners get paid in Bitcoin. And no, they raised $550 million. Do I get any credit? No. I am a hedge fund toady and other steward. I'm not happy.
He's so freaking mad. Oh man, we'll stop talking shit, Kramer. It is kind of odd that he did tweet out some. Let's see if there's any live news here. Microvision, it's all Microvision here. We noticed this the other day. Try to push you into something else. Why is Microvision showing up for AMC? I don't care about Microvision. I'm here for AMC. I don't care about GameStop. I'm on AMC. It's not that I don't care about GameStop. I think that they are tied, but let me show you guys something. We looked at this morning. These are two very different stocks. Oh, what the fuck? Come on. There we go. They do act very, very similarly, but they are fairly different. Trying to line them up the best I can. I bet it's close enough. So you can see we got a rip off the jump. They actually sold off the jump, then they started to bounce back, and then they're trading back downwards and finding their consolidation level down here at support at 176. We're kind of a little bit different here. We trade a little bit different. Actually, I think want to say that we trade differently from everything. So here's the SPY. Actually, super down on the day here to start the day. I say super down. It's not that much. 416. So only down a couple bucks from our high of like 418. But we're different stocks here. But when GME does good, AMC tends to kind of tag along, or at least it did. I think we started to break away a little bit. Anyhow, I just I hate when I'm looking for news on AMC and all the news is in here. GameStop, Microvision. There's AMC. Communication services. That's probably AT&T. There's AMC. There's Microvision. AMC. Microvision, GameStop, AMC. Some of these are AMC, GameStop, Microvision. There's AMC, Naked and Cost, and then Microvision. I don't care about Microvision on here, so don't know why that happens. Anyhow, back to the DD search. See if there's anything good coming up. Oh, I gotta mute this. There we go. Where is everyone? It's 9:20. There have been no posts yet. Comment below. It's 37 minutes ago. Okay, please read. I already read that. Oh, here we go. See what Joshua James has got to say in his daily tweet. First firm to file 13F today, notifying of secured position in AMC. Harrell Insurance Investments, we'll just call them HII, and financial services shares, 12,800, value at $439,000. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to pop this up. Going to go over here to the financial institutional ownership, or the institutional ownership here. It's linked below, guys. So if you guys want to check this out, it is free. You can check it anytime. The link is below. I leave it below so that you guys can take a look whenever you want. 13Fs as of today. Today's April 27th, so it must have been a tweet from yesterday. It says 46 minutes ago. I don't know where he's getting that information from. But we did look at NISA. I want to say Nissan, but it's not. We'll just call it NIA. And there are 175,000 shares. You can see ownership 176, 650. As of March 31st, previously on January 25th, they had 0. So somewhere between January 25th and March 31st, they purchased 175,000 shares. So that's kind of what you can see in the institutional ownership. It's good to just kind of look to see. Dude, I didn't change the DPI. Come on. Crazy things going on here with the PC this morning. All right. So it's just good to see like the institutional ownership. And this is why I say that when the stock hits a certain price, these people are going to sell out. Like this 175,000 shares at some point, probably at $20, they're going to sell. This 422,000 from Schwab, they're going to sell. 514,000 from Fidelity, they're going to sell. I mean, unless they're pushing this thing for a short squeeze, but which is very, very likely. I think that we start to see institutional ownership pull out first before retail. They get their damn money and they start ruining it for the rest of us. So you guys got to make your own decisions on where you want to pull money out, when you think is a good time to sell for you. For me, I want to ride this thing up and see where it goes. Let's see if this, yep, 22, 4,022. Maybe that's why it was acting weird to me. All right, I'm going to leave it at 22 DPI. That seems a little bit better. Currently just consolidating around that 11 3/4 range. Here's a discussion. I actually kind of like the topic of, or the headline. It says 15 or more hedge fund collapses on the horizon. It is a link to businessinsider.com. So let's see. I'm going to pull it over while AMC is doing this. Are you kidding me? Dude. Let's see. This guy says hit the refresh button, and then if you time it just right, you can use the stop button to stop the paywall from loading. Okay. So let's try that. Where's my damn stop button? Here we go. Well, at least I can see this first page. A short seller whose firm oversees $644 million unpacks his successful bet against Credit Suisse ahead of the Archegos meltdown and says investors could see 15 or more similar fund blowups. I would like to see the entire article here. Nope. Nope. Yeah, it's not gonna let me view it, so sorry about that. Back up to 1181. So, back down to 1178. All right, is what it is. Let this thing ride out for a little bit today. Fidelity questions. I'm not on Fidelity, so no need to look at that. Some trade stuff with Mavis. That's cool. Here we go. This is what I like to see right here. We try to pull this up every day. I may have to start using this and posting this. Matter of fact, let's save this image. Let's call it 4.27.21 Ortex. And I'm going to go ahead and just tweet it here. I don't tweet very often, but let's get it rolling. Let's hashtag AMC, hashtag save AMC. Let's see. All right, so if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to do so. It's the real TVO. What's it? At real underscore TVO is the link here. I'll just pull it over on the screen. So I just tweeted out the today's Ortex numbers here. I don't actually have very many tweets. I don't use Twitter very often, and I have separate accounts personally from the channels. But I probably need to start like you know, taking doing a better job of getting some more information out. It'll be a little bit easier when I'm not live streaming for a couple hours every day. All right, so this should be pretty damn close to what we saw yesterday in the afternoon. We did tweet or live stream for a couple hours yesterday afternoon. Utilization 100% again. 7 days ago was at 99.93. It has been 100% for quite some time now. Cost to borrow is currently 12.16, up 68% from 7.23. Days to cover 0.99, up 12.82% from 8.88, which we know this is actually a little bit wrong, and I'll tell you why in just a few moments. Shares on loan currently 154 million, so kind of right around the same, yeah. Up 2.3% from 157 days ago. Free float percentage, or percentage of free float on loans, 36.89. Estimated short interest percentage of free float is 23.89. Exchange reported short interest is 93.89. So the way they get this days to cover number is they take the daily average volume over, I think it's a 30-day period. Could be a 90-day, but I think it's a 30-day. So even if you just take like the weekly volume, maybe a little bit different, and they divide that by the estimated short, nope, exchange reported short interest, nope, percentage of free float on loan, this one right here. So this 36.8 into the daily average volume, and that's kind of how they get the numbers that they get. So pretty sure that's how I do it. If you guys want to go check out Ronsch Capital, it's ROENSCH Capital, his YouTube channel, he kind of explains this on how they get this pretty much every day when he does his recaps. He kind of goes over how they get days to cover and how days to cover is wrong. It's probably about 3/4 of the way through his video. He kind of keeps the same schedule throughout his video every day. It's pretty much, he starts with some things and goes through the same things every single day, the way that he, you know, just go about 3/4 of the way in. You'll see the Ortex data he pulls up, and he kind of talks about that. So yeah, so there's that. Is Mavis a distraction? I don't know. It's kind of what I was hinting at a little bit earlier. Currently up to about $11.92 here. We hit that 94, 95. Where are we topping out at? 97. So we get that push. It's kind of what I'm thinking with all this live news, everything being Mavis and only a little bit being GameStop and AMC. It's that potentially Mavis is a distraction, but I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just kind of off stream here, looking at some stuff. I kind of pull it over a little bit. I do kind of want to look at this. Um, there we go. This page monitors Reddit for mentions of stock tickers, then ranks them based on popularity. What? How AMC score of 12,000? Maybe it's at 52,000 and GameStop's at 150,000. Anyhow, enough of that. Enough of that. I'll just pull this up again. Nothing available here. So not too much there. I mean, pretty much the same thing we keep seeing. Zero short shares available, and the fee is not available because there are no shares to short here, according to these different indexes or systems like Fintel and Stonkometer. Again, this Kramer tweet was kind of everywhere. Matter of fact, I want to pull up the Kramer tweet and see. I actually don't think I follow Jim Kramer. I don't believe so. Let's see. I like this Tesla. Okay. I don't care about Dave Portnoy either. Dave Portnoy's a bitch. He sold out. He paper handed, man. Um, hmm. Just trying to see where he starts talking about AMC in here. It was in here somewhere. But as we know, the guy was a hedge fund manager. Right here, this one. AMC and GME to the moon. Sorry, this kind of threw me off. To the moon. Ryan Cohen can now put my plan into play. It's very odd here. Very, very strange. Here's the key to Neo from, okay, whatever. Just going to pull this over, see where we're at. Currently sitting above $12 now. All right, we got that little break at 12.03, 12.02 currently. And we are now moving across the, we did get a bounce on the SMA back down here. and the middle VWAP. So we crossed over the SMA and the middle VWAP, so looking pretty good. Looking to come back down, touch that SMA potentially, and hopefully get another bounce. Start testing the upper VWAP here very soon. We did get rejected by the upper VWAP here early this morning, just upon market open. So we'll see what happens there. Everything's looking good on the MACD, the RSI. It's looking pretty damn good. We're looking good on the chart. So we get that bounce with the SMA, or if we're gonna trend below it, might get a pop there and start shooting back up. Volume is as follows: 503,000 for the last minute. Currently in this minute, 444 and moving. Before that, 223 or 222. 220s, 190, 300, 219, 160, 160. So volume's okay. Big news is that on this red candle, or sorry, this green candle here, we did get 1.1 million. Largest volume to start the day out. I don't take the first minute of the day because I think it takes pre-market, or it's just a little skewed here because things that buy and sell upon market open. So I kind of take that out, and I just go off the rest of the day. Take out the first minute. 790 there. So volume looking fairly decent here on AMC for the day. Doing all right, not doing too bad. We have seen it a hell of a lot lower and a hell of a lot higher. So kind of see what happens here. It's gonna be floating around this 11.90 $12 range right now, kind of bouncing around. So it looks like looks pretty good. I like this. Let's look at this. This is some TA here. So this is written by Hyperion. We've broken out of the wedge, and the MACD crossed over hard into the green. Who's ready? Yep, we noticed that when we looked at the 1 year, 1 day chart or time frame, and there's the wedge. And I'll just take this over here, and we'll take a look. We did have a wedge. I think I had taken it off because we broke over a while back. I'll just go to a 1 year, 1 day. Yeah, so my wedge is still there. We actually broke below it before. So this is 2 hours ago. When he's got his wedge here. This is what we're talking about here on the MACD. You can see the MACD crossing over the signal line, the blue over the gold, and you can see that we start to cross over, and now we're in green territory here. So when it's green, you can see it rises up quite a bit. As far as the wedge, this is on the daily chart. This was like 2 days ago. We actually broke out of my wedge. So yesterday was the actual breakout day of the wedge that I had formed. I guess it's the same one. I'm guessing he's just showing it a little bit differently. And what I did was I created a new trend line here just to kind of see if we're going to ride along this trend line on the way up, or if we're going to get a bounce back off the original pennant wedge trend line that we set. So I got two options here, whether we pull back down hard at some point over the next few days and get a bounce off this ascending trend line here from our wedge formation or our pennant, or if we continue the breakout and then we follow a new trend line here. So we'll just have to see what happens. Just have to see. Appreciate anybody who's joined the stream. Unfortunately, for some reason, my chat does not work. Let's see if there's anything I can do to get this thing back on. I don't know what the hell's happening. It just doesn't seem to work. Here, I'll put live chat. See if that changed anything. See if we can get it fixed so I can get a chat going. For whatever reason though, it doesn't seem to work. My apologies if I had blocked anything out. I did not realize that I was on the screen for this entire time. I thought I was on a different screen here, but it's fine. I just don't know what's going on with the chat. It just doesn't seem to work. Restore, pop out. I just really don't know. typed that about like 10 freaking times this morning trying to get it to work. And nothing yet. So it is what it is. I don't know. Guess chat's not going to show up. So currently sitting at about $11.97 now. We're at 99, so just kind of trading below that $12 range. And I think this is going to be a good time for me to get another cup of coffee this morning. So I'm going to leave you guys here by yourselves. Behave. Just kidding. I'll be back and we'll go over some more Reddit DD and see what's popping. But I'm expecting some potential big moves today for AMC.
Mic off. Mic on.
Man, what I used to like to see happen is when I'm gone, the stock shoots up. So if it keeps doing that, I try to take as many breaks as possible if it keeps rising. But no luck that time. Still, for some reason, chat does not work. Hmm. I'm gonna try to get this thing going here. So just give me a moment. I'm gonna refresh it. See if that helps anything. Get it unlocked. I don't know if this is gonna do anything. Refresh it again. I honestly don't know. Just does not seem to want to work today. Again, for some reason, I just have issues with it. Whatever. Guess it is what it is. Looks like we're still kind of consolidating here at the 1192 range. Gonna keep looking for some good DD here to see if anything pops out. I'm gonna try to get this over a little bit. See if I can minimize this and not block. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, look, the chat's working now. I don't know what the hell I did, but somehow chat's back up and live. All right, perfect. Not sure what I did. I did press something different, but seems to work. All right, cool. Still just looking for some any kind of good DD, you know, that pops out. Oh, another fellow ape buying the $40 call options for expiration date of June 18th. I've got 5 of them now. Currently sitting not too bad. Man, we got up to $51 today, so not too bad. We're still down a little bit. I think our current price is like $61. We averaged down quite a bit from the initial investment of $165 for one options call, and we purchased a couple more yesterday to average down, and then we got a nice little push here. So we're not too far off. Not too far off from being profitable in the options chain. Let's pull this back up. See what's good. Cancel your sell limits. A lot of people saying that the sell orders, you know, cancel those out. I don't have them set, so we saw this DD here this morning. I read it, and it basically talks about how there was a bull trap on March 10th. It may happen again soon. I posted this before March 8th. Just trust your silverback apes like myself who have held through thick and thin. We like the stock. We like the fundamentals this stock has to offer. He doesn't really... Is that March 8th? Yeah, there's March 10th. So yeah, kind of a bull trap. But what we'll do is we can go back and look at that range. Let's go take a quick look over at March 8th and see. Is it on the 20 or the 30? It is on the 30. Let's take a look at the 184 hour. There's March 19th. Here is March 9th, and then there's the 10th. So the thing with the deal on March 10th is that we hit this level of resistance here at about 1229, and we got rejected. We were trending upwards quite a bit here. According to the RSI, we did get into overbought territory, but we just got rejected within this channel here, and then we started to push back up. So this really not too bad. I mean, there was an increase there of about 59% over 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and then a drop off. We'll just call it from here to here. Oh, about 22%. So, in my opinion, not so much of a bull trap as it was just a healthy pullback that probably needed to happen to kind of continue this stair step up. So, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bull trap. However, could be. And then where we are today, current standings. I said this yesterday. Actually, today I kind of predicted that today or tomorrow, we're potentially going to see a pullback. I mean, if you look at where we're at here, we rose up quite a bit. That's 21%. I do see us pulling back here.
Mic off. Mic on.
I do see us having some kind of a pullback. potentially bouncing off this 1075 level here. I think that could happen. It would, as you can see here on the 184 hour, we are in overbought territory, so it is very likely that we will have a pullback of some kind, according to this chart. However, you got to look at the dailies. According to the dailies, we're sitting okay on the RSI, so I don't know if we're gonna have a major pullback. Probably just a slight one, but I think we are potentially due for a pullback here. Let me go ahead and get rid of this Fibonacci. Just kind of see where we set here. Just consolidating out right now, which is good. We're just kind of sitting, trading sideways in the RSI, which is very good. We want to consolidate as close to our peak as possible. We're doing a very good job of that, trying to consolidate in the upper 11s. So it'll be very good for the position here for us to consolidate like that. We'll leave in 100K. That's the discussion. Where's the old good DD they used to have? Man, I used to have so much good stuff here. Now it's a bunch of crap most of the time. Here's trades numbers. I don't know if we looked at it this morning. We'll take a look. It's pretty much something we have already seen. Utilization 100%. Percentage of free float on loan 36.89%. Short interest percent free float is 23.89. It's very high. Shares on loan is 154 million. DTC 2 weeks to cover. 2 weeks days to cover. 3.86 nasty. So I would imagine that he's taking this days to cover over a 2-week range. Just like you talked about earlier, how you get a different number when you divide the share percentage of free float on loan, and you divide the daily volume by that number, vice versa, so like that. Again with the Kramer tweet, and I'm just gonna refresh this page, see if anything new pops up. Okay, Apple. So many freaking advertisements on Reddit, man. They gotta be making a fortune from advertising. Kenny G going for the short ladder attack and getting jacked up. The richer they are, the harder they fall. What is this? Okay.
Battery low.
No, it's not. Boom, we got another one. Transferring out of Robinhood to TD Ameritrade. All right. He's asking questions to the wrong people. Finally seeing green. Turn stock lending off. We'll just read this. It says this is posted from Spangler77. I've seen him post or them post quite a bit. They say we're at 100% utilization, but we just saw a 600K short share attack. No borrow fee rate posted either, yet we just got slammed. Feel confident, my friends? Question mark. I would imagine should be there. You are over the target. This is some end of days desperation we are seeing from the shorts. They are making it volatile to keep new money from pouring in. Keep buying and holding. Yep, I agree. Currently sitting at 1177. Just kind of trading within this channel. We got a wide channel to trade in, so um, I'm fine with where we're at. Let's pull this over here. So you can see our channel that we have is fairly large here, of 1160 all the way up to about 1230. We could tighten it up a little bit more. Potentially, I would say in this range of about 1160. Did I say 1160 already? Yeah, 1164 to somewhere, just call it $12. So we could say that this is a tighter channel that we're going to be trading within for a while. We are currently underneath the EMA, the SMA, and the middle VWAP right now, but it's all good. RSI looks good. We did cross over a while back according to the MACD. And let's take a look at the level 2s here. So no big sell walls coming in. The problem is we just don't have any freaking volume. There's a little bit right there, 516, and don't know what happened to it. Came and it went very, very quickly. We'll just watch the level 2s. There's not really a lot going on right now. We saw a little bit of volume to start out the day here, that 1.1 mil. And then we kind of just tapered off, and now we're kind of at our traditional, 200,000. So it's, not too bad. We have seen it a lot worse here. You got 50,000. I mean, it's still low on the sells though. That's the good thing, right? It's 49, it's 53 on both red candles, and we got this one at 200. So we're just gonna watch, see what happens. Excuse me. Um, while we're trying to trading a little bit sideways, I want to pull this up here. This is posted by Just Spins 36 minutes ago. It's a Stonko tracker on AMC. It says ETF borrow availability updated with allocation calculation showing amount of GME in ETFs. FTD data expanded with ETFs views. Why is it even saying anything showing amount of GME in ETFs? FTD data expanded with ETFs. Okay. Shares available to borrow, 0. Symbol removed from data file. Expectation is no shares left. ETF shares available, 14,620. Uh-oh, GME has the symbol of hedgy death as well. ETF said fuck off. They did this to AMC yesterday. Ooh. So, I guess the symbol of death is 0. I'm guessing. I don't know. But somehow I know that they were shorting through ETFs. By shorting ETFs, they were able to short the stock, I guess. I don't know. Some more Ortex data, 154 million reported shares on loan. Yeah, we know that already. AMC price predictions. I don't really like to do that too much. I kind of want to see what people are talking about here, and I guarantee it's a bunch of like 100Ks and 10Ks and Cool. People are saying like Saturn, Moon, Uranus, Gorillion. Cool. Nobody's really posting about their price predictions, which is good. Good news. I don't like to see stuff like that. I did post. I did talk about my price prediction yesterday. It's more on the realistic, conservative side. But I am by no means a professional. Just some guy on YouTube who is documenting his journey to becoming a successful trader. Only by the ass. We see this again. Pretty clear they want to keep us back from 12. Yeah, for now. Currently sitting at 1181. Just transferred to Fidel. Okay, we already read that already. Moon Gang. Waiting for the spoofing. And sure enough, long red candle magically from nowhere. No worries, stonks only go up. So getting above this 12 is going to be very difficult for us to do. Once we get there, we should be fine. We'll be fine from that 1288 all the way up to about 14 or 12 to 14. Well, we got to break through and got to hold above that 12 range. The issue that we're running into now is we just got very, very low volume. So, all right, so nothing really new happening. According to the AMC Reddit, some days it's very easy to talk about AMC for 3 hours. Other days it's kind of difficult. Man, Fubo dropped back down, only up 21 cents here on Fubo. So we would like to see Fubo get up a little bit higher so we can close this position out and use this capital elsewhere. UPC red on the day, AT&T red on the day, down to 30.69. Wow, all right. That's not too bad actually. Sens down 5 cents. Rocket up 14 cents to 22.71. Fubo up 17 cents to 21.97 or 18 cents now. AMTX down 57 cents. AMC up 31 cents. Not bad. And our options are at 46 cents. I think there's a way that I can look at our options contract. I mean, hmm. I guess not. Where did I see it? There was somewhere that I had seen. Hmm. I don't remember where I saw it. There was somewhere that you could pull up your. I think I could pull up and see that my options stuff. It could be. Hmm. Yeah, this doesn't really show. Um. All right. Well, whatever. I'm just kind of looking through stuff, trying to see. Hmm. All right. It's not it. Whatever. I'm kind of tired racking my brain with that. I usually just look on the app, the TD Ameritrade app, not the Thinkorswim app, but just the regular TD Ameritrade app. So, man, just kind of really slowing down here. It's only 9:48, so
Battery critical.
yeah, whatever. Jeez. All right, I'll plug it in. I'm gonna switch audio real quick. This headset, it runs out of juice very, very quickly now. The headset's probably about more than 2 years old, I would imagine at this point. And it's still pretty good, but battery life isn't the greatest anymore.
Charging battery.
Um, if you're wondering, it's the Corsair Virtuoso RGB. It's really nice, come with nice components, but battery life has kind of taken a shit lately. Let's see what this guy says. It says, can someone explain this to me? Okay, you have the price, AMC 1192, 1192. Hmm. Could just be a glitch there. What he's showing is the percentage change and the dollar amount change. Showing it's down $157, 92%. I hate that stupid thing. I mean, mine still shows, positive 2.48%, up 28 cents from close of yesterday. So, um, not sure. I gotta take this call. I'll be back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry for that. Not like you missed anything. I mean, charts are going. Just a work call for those of you who don't know. I work for a company who works with the PGA Tour, and we have a golf tournament. I'm fixing to ship out to start setting up here very soon, within the next 2 weeks. So, just trying to get everything worked out, staffing and some equipment and stuff like that. So, I kind of just made this little area here. I think we're just pretty much going to trade here for a little bit longer. With volume, it's kind of a little up and down. Even on the big candles here, we only got like 300,000. So, volume pretty low, pretty dang low. Little slow day. Good thing is that we're not seeing big sell walls here. We see a nice little buyer here at 1175. So 11, yeah. See if we got pushed through. Not too bad. Sorry. Oh, you guys can't see that because of the chat bar. Just take that off. We don't need it anyway. Not for right now. So what we got going on here? Just watching level 2s here. Sell wall starting to step in here at 1178 now. And it's gone, or they took it away, or shit, I don't know. Maybe somebody bought it up. We do have some apes buying today. Not a lot, but there's still people out there buying. It's never too late. It's all good. Steadily just going to keep moving. I think we just keep trading here around this 11 3/4 for a little bit longer until we get some volume stepping in. I mean, the thing is that the market as a whole, and we'll go take a look at the SPY again. Last time we looked, it was pretty down. Starting to consolidate down here. Got a nice little bounce, and just kind of trading flat here at 417. So not doing too bad. But the rest of our positions, couple up, couple down. Fubo up 34 cents, 7 cents there, 29 cents AMC. So some of them not doing too bad, some of them not doing the greatest. AMTX down 48 cents, although we're only 2 positions long there, so nothing crazy. We're just going to keep trading here in this little range here. I think we stay in this little box here for a little bit. I know it's not a box, it's an oval, but I think we trade kind of in this oval for a little bit longer. Till we get some moves. Could potentially be the rest of the day. Who knows? A whale could come in, buy up a whole bunch. An institutional investor or an institution could come in and buy up a bunch of shares here and drive this thing up a little bit. I guess you never really know. Starting to touch that middle VWAP. See if we get rejected by the middle VWAP here, or if we get a bounce above. You see we got kind of rejected here a couple times from this middle VWAP. So first sign would be to break above and stay above for at least 2 candles in the green, and we'll see kind of how that goes. Right now it looks like we are getting rejected by the middle VWAP, but still a little early to see how it plays out. You know, we got rejected a couple times by it, so potentially we will just remain the same and kind of trade here, kind of same on the RSI. We did cross over the signal line here on the MACD, but it's very, very low volume, so until we start seeing some more volume step in, it's more than likely going to just consolidate in this range. 65,000 in the last minute. So a little bit of buying power stepped in, but not a ton. Would really like to see this thing close above $12 today. Stay in the 12s, consolidate in the 12s. However, we are consolidating up here at the 1175, which, you know, when you look at it overall, it's not too bad. Let's take a look at yesterday. We got that bounce. We came back down. Had a bit of a choppy day shortly thereafter. And then just a smooth selling run up for the rest of the afternoon. And then we consolidated just a little bit up here. And it's kind of the same range we are, but not for very long. So we just didn't consolidate there for too long. Majority of where we consolidated was down here in the after hours here at the 1150 range. So we are still steadily making that step up. If you look at this on a daily, right, it's going to look a little bit differently. Going from 1064 all the way up to 1150. So increase the whole dollar. It's quite a huge percentage yesterday, so I don't necessarily anticipate that we're going to just keep running up today. But looks like we are crossing over the middle VWAP here and staying above. So we'll see if we can close out this candle and create a new one above the middle VWAP. Maybe we get that rise up at that time. Probably have to cut the stream a little bit short today, unless we have just something crazy outstanding start to happen here in the afternoon. But I think it's majority going to be a slow day because we had such a big day yesterday. I think that we're kind of just chilling out, kind of resetting for today. But I do look for us to kind of potentially go back up and test that $12 range once more before a close of today. And we saw just now big sell wall step in and out. I didn't get a chance to see where it was at. I just saw the number was said 127, so kind of gone at the moment here now. See if we get a bounce off of the VWAP now that we've crossed over this middle VWAP. See if we get a bounce off of it and continue our trend on upwards, or if we just kind of trade back down and stay within this oval. But again, like I said, I probably will have to hop off here pretty early today. I mean, we've already been streaming for about an hour and 35 minutes, so it's not like it's super early. It just won't be the 2 or 3 hour stream that I typically do, probably about 2 hours. And who knows, if this thing starts running, we may make it a little bit longer. I don't have a ton of work to do. I've just got to knock out one more thing. It's kind of the last thing we're waiting on. But once I get it done, my plate will be cleared, and just be relaxing for the next 2 weeks until I ship out. See if we get that bounce here. We're trying. We are trying. Yeah, the slow days are pretty rough. It's kind of easy to hold on these slow days because you just forget about it. Just turn your phone off, or just close your brokerage accounts down. Maybe peek at them every once in a while, but just kind of let the stock do its thing. $100,000 last minute, $100,000 minute before. Well, last minute actually was down to 34,000. So we may be potentially getting that bounce off the middle VWAP, and we could potentially see a little bit of a run up, but it's just so low in volume. I don't know. Would have to take some people to step in here. And I don't see any. There we go. There's some buyers. All right. Not really attacking the sell walls as much as we'd like. Some have. Looks like we are going to stay above the middle VWAP for the time being. So, man, just this chart making me sleepy. So damn slow. It's easy to stream on days like yesterday where the thing just runs up and continues to run for, multiple hours. It's more difficult to stream and try to talk about the days like this. It makes you just want to kind of go back and go over some DD that we were going through yesterday. But there's, Fentel's not reporting anything. We're already at 100% utilization. Ortex doing its thing. It's just really not much to kind of do when you got days like this, unless you're gonna buy. If you're gonna buy, you can just watch for the dips and buy at the dips. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Don't know what to say. It's just moving pretty slow here. We want to see this thing just kind of stay above this middle VWAP. That'd be good news for us. I'm gonna get rid of the oval. Also, I was going to say, I want to see if we get a bounce off this SMA. But damn, volume's super, super low right now. Last minute, 51,000. Minute before that, 54,000. Minute before that, 34,000. Current minute, 41 and moving. So, not moving too bad. But again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Just kind of being slow, consolidating, and boring. And take a look over at Fubo, see kind of where they're at now. Looks like Fubo is above the SMA for the time being. Actually above the middle VWAP here. And we dropped back down, kind of, now we're below the EMA. So Fubo, we are 25 long at 23.12, currently down about $23.91. So not too bad. I think we're roughly down about like 10%, maybe a little bit more, which isn't, let me see, it's not the worst. We were down quite a bit at one time on Fubo percentage wise. Currently down actually only 4% now. So not too bad. We're okay with that for the time being. Hopefully get a bounce back up on Fubo. So let's see, little low here too. Little low, but they're looking all right. This actually looks pretty dang similar to what we see in AMC. Let's go with Fubo, and let's go with AMC. Try to get these lined up as close as possible. So on the top we got Fubo, and on the bottom we have AMC. You can see AMC started the day with a nice little push up. Fubo did start the day a little bit down, got a little bit of a push up shortly thereafter, and then traded down the same as AMC, and then kind of just rose back up. And it's now kind of going through a little bit of a consolidation. So pretty damn similar between AMC and Fubo. So two very similar stocks, at least today, their patterns. So we're gonna put this back on AMC and put this one back on GME. That's kind of where we leave these. GME currently sitting at 179.44. They hit the high of 198 in the after hours yesterday, which is very good for them after hitting that low of 148. So a nice little push from them. So we got the push up, they got the push down, and then the push up, and then back down, and kind of very similar as well, other than how the market opened here on both AMC and GME. GME sold off to start the market and then got that push up. We started, with the push up. So, but they did have a little bit of a rise right before market open to kind of start that sell off here, whereas we were on the way down a little bit, got that bounce. They were on the way up, got rejected, and came back down. So we were quite the opposite from the pre-market. So from the rip, from the jump, we started a little bit differently from GME this morning. So now we're both just kind of consolidating. They are both underneath the EMA and the middle VWAP. We are currently just, man, so close. We're really tight to the EMA, the SMA, and the middle VWAP. I mean, you're always going to be close to the SMA, but we're super tight right here, and they're a little bit down. Actually, seeing how tight this is, this consolidation is very good at the range that we're in. We're really consolidating very strong here at this 1180. So this is very good for us. The tighter we consolidate through here at this mark means it's a better level of support in the future. So let's go back to the chart. Solely focus on AMC. That's Fubo. Earnings on May 6, 2021, after market Central Standard Time. So the thing that kind of worries me with AMC is the vote for the potential dilution of 500 million shares, right? So that kind of is worrisome. And then 2 days later, because the vote's on May 4th, right? So if you haven't voted, go ahead and get your votes in before May 4th. Right, go to if you've had this position, I think it's as of March 8th. If you were a shareholder in AMC, you would have got an email from Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, whatever other, I don't even know the other ones. I only just do TD Ameritrade. But I do have a brokerage account with Robinhood. Unfortunately, I've had it for a long time, since 2017 or 18, where I traded cryptos over there. But you'll find links in there to go and do the vote, and then you can vote on whatever you like. The big one being the 500 million share dilution potential. So for me, that's a little worrisome. That makes me feel like there's going to be a lot of people jumping ship if that vote does come back yes on May 4th, and then May 6th you have the earnings, where I think their earnings are going to be potentially pretty damn good. So I think earnings will be fairly good. That's what it said, right? It said earnings on May 6, 21 after market Central Standard Time. So earnings may give it a nice little boost back up. But I don't know how that vote is going to affect us on May 4th. I really don't know. I'm a little worried about it, to tell you the truth. I'm just a little bit concerned. I guess only time will tell. So I do want to take this time to thank all the viewers. Appreciate it. Nothing really going on in the chat today. We did get the chat fixed after some issues this morning. We've had these issues the last couple of days that we've tried to get the chat rolling, and nothing really. Couldn't really figure out what happened, but I think I got it fixed. I don't know. Maybe I know where to look for tomorrow if we have these issues. So appreciate anybody stopping by, watching the stream for however long. I know it's kind of a slow day, kind of a boring stream. Not much happening over here. A lot easier to stream on days like yesterday, where we have that 10-12% run up. We get that breakout. Today, not as easy to stream. Not as easy. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take this at 22 here. I just want to try one thing before we hop off stream here. Let's put that there. Let's put that there. Just see if this means anything. Probably not. I think we're just going to consolidate here in this range for quite some time, unless somehow the hedgies get a hold of some shares to short. I don't know. Oh man, this boring ass market day is it's got me sleepy. Even after 2 cups of coffee. But volume has definitely taken a nap here. We're all sub 50,000 for about the last I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 minutes now. So currently over 50, but we need to see hundreds of thousands in volume, and to see this thing really shoot up, you got to see million in volume. You can see here, what was that, like 4th, 5th minute of the day, we get 1.1 million in volume, followed by 828,000 in volume. So we're gonna see some volume step in. We're just kind of trading sideways, and that's fine. We're consolidating, right? It is perfectly fine that we consolidate. Let me see, maybe I move this a little bit more down to there, pull this one back to here. It kind of flattens it out just slightly. What I could also do is, oh, I didn't want to do that. Fuck it, we'll do this. We'll flatten this thing out just a little bit and see if this does anything. Well, I'll give it a couple more minutes and just to kind of see if we start to have a little bit of a breakout. But with volume being so damn low, I just really don't anticipate us doing anything for at least the next 2 hours other than consolidate. I mean, it's 11:18 on the East Coast right now. Still very early in the morning here, not even at lunch break yet. So probably just going to stay a little flat for the rest of the day here, which is nice. You know, we need this tight consolidation range. This is good. We're fine with this. Just consolidate right here. It creates a very strong level of support for us in the future if we do get rejected again. But what I'd like to really see is that we pump up above this $12 range and we stay there for longer than a couple minutes. I mean, each time we were there, we were only there for a few minutes. So would really like to see us pump up above 12 and stay above 12 and kind of consolidate above 12. So it's not bad. We did pull back a little bit and we consolidating now, and we saw that I don't know, that wasn't yesterday. I think it was 2 days ago. Take a look here really quickly. It's not what I want. Really quickly on like the 5-day, 5-minute. And I think this was the day here. We saw a nice rise up from the pre-market, and then we consolidated at very, very near the high. So you can see there we consolidated there, and then we consolidated there. So this created a different channel for us with, golly, man, $9 and some change. 10. So it's only a few days ago we're in the nines. So remember that when you think about where we're at now, and we're not moving like super fast. Just remember we were in the nines. So a couple days ago. But yep. So when we got this rise up, we pulled back, and then we just kind of consolidated here. This is on a 5-minute candle, so it's gonna be a little bit, wider range. Not as tight as what we would see on the 1 minute. So currently sitting at 1190. Just got up to 1191, 1189. We'll pull back over in just a sec. But what I'm trying to get at, the point is that we consolidate up here at near the peak, which is very, very strong for us. And then once we got sold off a little bit, we did consolidate. We kind of bounced back, consolidated again. So very, very strong levels here, and this is what we want to see. If we were able to pull back at some point, that would be the area. Fortunately for us, you can see we kind of just traded above that pretty much. So what I want to do is zoom out. Let's get it here on the 1-day, 1-minute. Let's get back over to the chart here and see. We got a nice little candle there. Volume still pretty damn low there at 113. Definitely about double what we have been doing. A little more than double than what we have been doing, so we did get that bump up. So not too bad. We're just gonna keep watching this thing, see if this is it. If we start making this run, actually, I flattened this out a little bit, and probably could have left it where it was at, which I think was down here. Shoot, that's not what I wanted. Come on, man. Which I think was here, but if we get this bounce off of this one, potentially this could be a nice little pop-up and we can start running. I'll leave that where it's at. We'll just kind of see what happens for the next few minutes, and then I'll hop off stream. I do want to take the time to thank everybody. Give me a shout out in the chat if you feel like it. If not, that's cool too. It's a little slow. Good news is we're up a couple bucks on our options contracts. Ending strike price $40. Expiration date June 18th. Sorry, June 18th. And getting back to about the 1190 range. Just on very, very, very low volume. Man, that was a big sell wall there. Big sell wall there at 430. That just magically went away. All right, we got that break above 1191 to hit 92. Oh, we hit 93. Very slowly starting to climb up. Just claw our way up right now. Decent sell wall there at 1192 to drive us back down. So Some buying starting to step in, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough to fight those sell walls off right now. We'll see. Sell wall at 1193. We've got 66 sitting at 1239 down here. We are currently trading above the SMA. And sorry, man, it's just pretty boring right now. Not a lot going on, but we are slowly starting to climb up. Starting to see some green. We are reaching the upper end of the RSI here. We've pretty much maintained our positioning in the RSI between 30 and 70 for majority of the day, other than when we started market open to have a little bit more buyers. A little bit oversold pre-market and a little bit overbought to start the market open, and then for most of the day we've just kind of remained in this channel, which is pretty good. So current big sell wall there at 1194, and we're starting to get that bump up here. See if we can get some movement here. Because I almost would guarantee the moment that I turn stream off, we start to see this thing maybe run up. We're starting to see a little bit more volume step in. Not a lot still. Last minute, 97,000. Minute before that, 94,000. So still very, very low in volume, but a lot better than what we had seen back here when we were sub 50. So decent compared to what we were, 5 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. And we're, still consolidating in a tight range here. So this is pretty good for us. Hoping if we do get a little pullback, it's not too big. It's potentially only a couple pennies, maybe 10 cents or so, since we have stayed pretty tight in a 10-cent range. Big wall at 11.95, up and down already. Just kind of see, and we couldn't quite get over 11.93. So probably going to start seeing a little bit of a pullback here, or maybe not. Or maybe not. 11.96. There we go. Let's go. Only for a second, I'd like to see us run up and test that 12 again before we hop off stream and actually get to work on my real job. And it's getting there. I'm gonna leave you guys on the charts for a moment. I'll be right back. Massive sell wall at $12 here. I don't know if you guys saw that pop up. It's at 1840 or something like that. Big wall at $12. So didn't quite get there, but we're still moving. Still moving. Sell walls are gone. Well, 11.99. Little bit. There we go. Another big one. 1665, 1819, 1824 at 12. Trying everything they can do to kind of keep this thing from going over $12 right now. $17.65 at 12. Pretty big damn sell wall there at 12. I hope you guys can see. Oh, I'm gonna put you guys back over here so you guys can see the sell walls here. I'm watching the. I forget that I've got that on. We did get that break above 12, so currently sitting at 1202, 1203, starting to move a little bit here. Still moving pretty slow, but we are moving up, so that is good news. Sell walls have temporarily been taken down a peg, not anywhere near where they were at. And I want to say each one of these is 100 shares. That's pretty much what I go off of. That this, I mean, why would they show me 120 shares? This would have to be, 1,300 shares. So anything in the 100 is 1,000. Sorry, 10,000. So what, 17,000 there. And volume starting to step in, but we are in the overbought territory here according to the RSI. We did see a little bit more volume there, 413,000 for the last minute. So hitting that high of about 1205, 1206 actually, yeah. Just touching that 1206 and getting pushed back down a little bit. So currently trading above the middle VWAP, the EMA, and the SMA, trying to get up to that upper VWAP here. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to see us kind of stay above $12 and kind of consolidate above 12. Right now we're not doing too bad. Currently up about 4.74% from close of yesterday. That's 54 cents. So it's pretty damn good right now. I'll take that any day. Any day you can get almost 5% on a stock that's slow moving with low volume, no catalyst driving it. It's very good. It's good bullish momentum here moving in. You know, low volume and no catalyst to really drive it, and we're still up 4.5%. I am okay. So driving back down. See if we get a bounce off this SMA. We are not oversold yet, but are overbought still. We're cooling off according to the RSI, but we may pull back a little bit farther. Just kind of see where we end up. And this is kind of what I wanted to see before I hopped off stream for the day. I wanted to kind of see us break above 12 and try to hold above 12 for an extended period of time here. So hopefully we can see over the next few minutes that we do consolidate up here around or above this $12 range, and we can start using it as a level of support to get another little bounce off while we cool down according to the RSI. You know, get a little bit of a break, start to cool down, but we remain above 12. Or very close to 12. I'd really like to see that happen. Again, we did set this little pennant here for intraday. So we'll see how it's going. So far, we're doing pretty good. We're staying above that pennant. We did get the breakout here. You can see when we set this pennant was, right about here, somewhere in this range here. We did break out, bounce off of it, and then kind of stay. So we'll see if we get a bounce off of the bottom trend line that we set, this upward trend line. See if when we do pull back that we do get a bounce off of that, potentially somewhere around the 1195 range or even the 1190 range again, and kind of hold above that 1195. Just gonna kind of watch it, see what happens. Very, very slow. Volume stepped in and back out very quickly. Last minute down, not bad, 96,000. So double what we were doing before. Before we were sub 50, so now pushing into that 100,000 in volume. Starting to see us cool off just a little bit here, and starting to consolidate here. So the way that this is moving, would anticipate that we do see some volume start to step in this afternoon and drive this thing up a little bit higher, and we retest that 1222 range. That's what I like to see, or we get rejected and then we sell off a little bit. Those are the two options I think I see playing out, up or down, right? Those are pretty much the only two options you got unless you trade sideways. But if we come back up and we test and we get rejected again in this range up here, or even if we come back up and test and we don't get as high, I think we'll start to see a little bit of a sell-off. Nothing crazy, but I think we do start to push back down and possibly test this 1160 support once more. However, we're consolidating for quite some time right here. This 1184 range, 1180 range could be a good support level. But typically what I have seen in my experience is that when you hit a high, and this will be a new high for like the last while, let's see how long. On the 20-day, this is a high for the 20-day here, 1222 we hit today. So if we see the pullback and then we try to retest that and get above, potentially we start to see a little bit of a pullback because we don't quite break above that. Just not enough buying power to really keep driving it up. And we potentially start to see the pullback. So again, yesterday I predicted that we would see a pullback here very, very soon. Don't know if it's today. Starting to set higher highs right now. So we could keep this this train moving upwards, which is what I really would like to see, or potentially, like I said, since according to the RSI on the 20-day, we are in the overbought territory. I think we may see a pullback here. Very soon. But again, you never know. We could remain in overbought territory for a while. It's just my opinion. So again, like I was saying, is that we go up and retest this, we get rejected again, and then we start to see a bit of a sell-off and a pullback. So that's a potential possibility. Another potential possibility is that we just we start consolidating here above $12, and then we just keep this train running. We will have ups and downs at points where we do see some breakouts and some pullbacks. So nothing to be alarmed about. It will happen. And again, like I said, just according to the 20-day 1 hour, we are in overbought territory and should potentially see a pullback. A red day here. Could potentially see a red day here pretty soon. Potentially. Of course, it is very difficult to say. If we look at a 20-day, we'll look at a 1 month daily. You can see here we're sitting very good on the RSI for the daily. So we are a little ways off from reaching overbought territory according to the daily here on the RSI. This is for the 30-day daily. So we're still good there. but it would not surprise me if we start to see some sort of pullback within the next day or so. So we're just kind of following our pennant that we set. You see we did get the breakout here. Now we're just kind of trading sideways for a little bit. Didn't pull back too hard either to clear up the RSI to give us that little bit of a break once we did reach overbought. So it's not too bad. And we are consolidating above $12, so we're very, very closely to 12. So this is something I want to see for an extended period of time. I kind of want to see this for a while. I want to see us consolidate here for a good extended amount of time without dropping below 12. And we'll just kind of see how it goes. But at some point we'll start getting either a bounce off this, or we may start dropping back below our upward pennant here. And you see we're pulling back right about now. So the good news is that there's not like crazy massive sell walls up at the moment. I mean, yeah, they're still here, 7,000, 8,000, but it's not a ton. That we're really seeing. I'm just gonna ride this out, see kind of what happens once we hit this this upward trend line that we set. See if we start to break below it, or if we get a bounce off of it and continue on up. One good thing is that we did set a pretty good level of support down here for this little period of consolidation that we had between 11 3/4 and 11.84, somewhere in there, about 10-cent range of 11.75 to 11.85, somewhere in this range. It's pretty tight consolidation through here for an extended period of time, so could look for somewhere in here to be a level of support. I'm going to ride this out just for a few minutes to kind of see where we converge with our upward trend line, and then I'm going to call it a day for the stream. So I know it's been a slow day, not a lot of views today. When we're this slow, it typically goes this way, but it is what it is. I do this for me, and even if I got 0 views, I'm going to keep doing it. Doesn't matter. Just for me to kind of document my journey, and if I can help some people along the way, then that's what I'm going to try to do. Maybe we can talk DD together, or maybe somebody learned something that they didn't know, or I bring an alternative perspective to it, other than just saying, oh, 10K floor, 100K floor, diamond hands, rocket ships, all that BS. If I try to bring a more realistic perspective or something else, one thing that I haven't seen anybody talk about was quadruple witching day. And we talked about that on the stream. If you go back and watch yesterday's stream, if you go back and watch last week's stream, if you go back and watch the week before last week's stream, I think it was on that Thursday or Friday where we predicted that Tuesday of last week and Thursday of last week were going to be 2 big days for the stock. And those predictions were spot on. And then when we've talked about it multiple times since then, throughout last week and yesterday, where I kind of just deep dive into the 180, look at the quadruple witching day from December, and look at the quadruple witching day from March 19th. And then just count the trading days from when we had a squeeze from December 18th all the way to the squeeze, and then from March 19th quadruple witching day to where we currently were last week. So if you look at that time frame, kind of compare those days, just take a look for yourselves and see what you guys think. So we're at that time now where we're getting that convergence here. So we're going to see what happens if we get a bounce or if we just kind of start trading flat and just ride sideways through it. RSI is looking pretty damn good right here. We want to see us reset just a little bit so we can continue this upward momentum. But the good news is that we are kind of consolidating here in this range, very, very close to $12 for the moment. So we'll kind of see what we think. Some buying stepping in now. 1196, we got 120, 119, 1197. The sell walls are very small until now. We get 85 at 1197. So 80, 1196. Some buyers at 1194, 1195. Not really attacking the sell walls too much. Buying just below the ask price. Little sell wall here at 1198. Buyers stepping in though. See those buyers 1199. Where are they at? They're gonna hold it at 1198. Yep, they held at 1198. That's we've talked about this before on the stream, and you'll see a lot of DD on it on the Reddit pages. So when you guys are looking at these level 2s, in order to help drive the price up, you want to attack the sell walls here. It's pretty much just paying at market price, doing a market order. You see 150 at 12, 140 at 12 here. So instead of putting like 1 penny down or a couple pennies down, so when it drops down, you get it there. Of course, you got to do whatever's best for you. But, if everybody's attacking the sell wall here, it could potentially keep driving the price up instead of, you set it 1 penny below, and then eventually there's not enough buyers to fill these sells, and then it'll drop down to where people will start selling a little bit less just to get it sold. So it's kind of the theory there. There's a video game that I play, Escape from Tarkov, and it has a flea market and an entire economy, in-game economy, and where you can buy and sell goods and items that you find inside of the raids. And so if somebody has something at 10,000 rupees, you can set it for 10,999. That way it'll go ahead and sell quicker, and it kind of drops people to start selling the price lower, right? So if somebody has it at 120,000, you sell it at 110. You're gonna be the first one to get bought, and then other people will start a lot of people start selling underneath that, and it continues to drop the price down. So you'll see them go from like 120 all the way down to like 100 very quickly if you get more sellers who are just trying to dump it off and sell it for a little bit less, just get rid of it. So kind of the same theory here when you're looking at level 2s, so that you can see where the sellers are, and if you attack the sell walls, it'll drive the price up, and that's kind of what we want. Whereas buyers want to buy it cheaper, sellers want to sell a little bit higher. But here, if they are shorting the stock or they want to drive it down, just keep dropping that price lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. If everybody's selling at 12, it'll be at 12. But if everybody starts selling at 11.99, 98, 97, it'll just keep dropping back down. So it's kind of the theory behind that. Attack the sell walls here. I try to do that if I'm going to buy. I try to wait for the dip and then buy the ask price. Of course, when you have something that's 20 cents and you're buying, a couple hundred shares, 20 cents can make a big difference in price. So we're just going to watch for another minute, maybe two, kind of see where we're at here. Looks like we're just going to start consolidating here in this range. I wanted to see if we're going to get a bounce off of our trend line. Unfortunately, it does not look like that is going to happen. We'll see after the close of this minute kind of where we set. If we start to get pushed back up or we're here. But either way, I'm fine with us consolidating right here. Very, very close to $12. Keeping a very tight range underneath within 10 cents. So it's very nice that we're consolidating here. I'm cool with it. Happy with it. Gonna leave it there for the day, I guess. We're gonna see after this minute closes. I'm gonna hop off stream. So if we close above, potentially might see if we ride this thing on up a little bit more. So it looks like we may close above, and we'll see here. I'll keep checking back in on it, I guess, throughout the day. Kind of see where we stand. Been a pretty slow day. Looks like we got some sellers stepping in at $12 here again. 12's a pretty big number for the sellers. I don't care. And rejected. So all right, I appreciate anybody who stopped by for the stream. We try to do this every single day at market open. At least we will do this for the next 2 weeks before I start making 5-10 minute videos, which would probably be helpful to the channel, bring in a lot more viewers for people who can stop by and watch a 5 or 10 minute video on a recap. But I like to do the live trade. We do swing trades, day trades, scalps, stuff like that. We do some long-term investing, dividend plays. We talk about all kinds of things related to the stock market. Mostly AMC right now because that's our biggest position in the portfolio, and it's the one that I think has the most potential out of any position in our portfolio at the moment. We're waiting on that squeeze, man. We're here. We are here. We are close. We are at the start of the squeeze, and I think it's just not too long before we really start to see this thing take off. And if you look at it, I mean, we've had a very good, healthy, bullish uptrend here. A lot of good momentum upwards. Very steady and stable. It's not like a quick, volatile rise up $10 and then drop down $10 the next day where you get people left holding the bag. We're actually doing pretty damn good. Kind of making slow moves up. You know, we did get a huge day yesterday. And, you know, we're still up over 4.5% for the day today. So we are not doing bad at all in this this journey. So just want to say thanks for anyone stopping by. Appreciate it. If nothing crazy happens today that caused me to jump back on stream and do something this afternoon, may do a recap this afternoon for a couple minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes before market closes. I think I started the stream doing that twice a day, and then it just got to be too much where wasn't much really happening. So we could potentially jump back up and do that. We're seeing the walls come up here, 1203. But I like that we're consolidating up here at this 12, and hopefully we continue this trend on upwards and consolidate along the way. Yeah, thank you guys. If I don't see you this afternoon, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace out.
Mic off.